So first thing is first, you guys are probably thinking, what's this guy about to say in this video about this topic? And I'll tell you what I'm going to say in this topic. When it comes down to the state of men today, a lot of men are waking up more than ever, and they're seeing what needs to happen, what needs to take place, what they have to let go of, and what's worth fighting for. Because I'll tell you something right now. There's not a lot of women in today's world who is actually worth fighting for. Who's worth fighting for, bro. Most women that you might encounter or deal with or have dealt with, most were not worth fighting for. But then there's the odd one. And if you want her, you're going to have to put up a fight for her. And that's the way it's going to be. But my whole point here is, men are waking up to this reality that most women today out here, bro, ain't it. Everyone wishes it wasn't that way. I don't just say these things to say these things, bro. Take a look. You might think there's just all this normal stuff out there, bro. If there was so much normal stuff out there for the taking, why are so many men who are good? Forget about average men. Bro, there's really good men. Really good. That are single. Women killed, chivalry, however you say that word. They killed romance. Men are waking up more than ever to all these facts. Men are waking up and are making a comeback stronger than ever. Realizing what needs to be done on their end. And let me tell you something right now. When men go through the hell that they're going to go through to build themselves up, they ain't going to take just everything that comes by, because a lot of stuff is going to come by. When a man decides enough is enough, I'm going to build myself up to be the greatest possible thing that's ever existed, that I could possibly be. And he is going to give women's lives hell. In a sense where he's not going to be easy. He's not going to be easy. A lot of men today are making a comeback, and they're not going to make it easy for nobody, bro. They're going to hold women to that standard now. If you're not this, you don't qualify. I will walk away. So if you can't do this, if you can't be what I need you to be, and you're toxic, then you don't qualify. I will simply and gladly and happily walk away, live my life. You will be miserable. I will be happy. And that's the way it's going to go. Because there's nothing else out there that you're going to get that's even close to me. Because if you were good, I would have took you. I wouldn't take you. You think someone better than me is gonna? No. That's how she goes. Men build themselves up, bro. You get all the power, you get all the leverage, you get all the say. You're going to have women competing for you. You're going to have women putting in work for you. You're going to have women making sacrifices for you. This is a comeback that has taken place. This is a comeback all men have to make. You become that good, bro. You become that great. You put in that much time, that much work, that much effort, that much consistency. You hold that standard. And you stay firm in who you are. I want a particular type of woman. I want a particular type of female. I ain't going to settle for less. If it's less, I don't want it. Because I am more than if I just accept this into my life. Because if I just accept anything into my life or something I deserve that's better, it's going to take more from me. So I'm actually going to be less. by settling for less, by just taking anything. It's going to have to be something pretty special. That's the thing here. Men are starting to wake up to the fact that they can't just be with any female, bro. Like, most you can't. You're going to have to live years of your life before you even get one shot with a girl that even has potential to even be close to being with you, bro. And a few of those probably won't work. You might eventually land on one and something that's going good. It's still going to be a battle. It's still going to be a struggle. It's still going to take a lot of work. It's still going to be a challenge. This is how hard things are to work today in relationships. It's that effing hard, bruh. It is. And you might not think it's that hard to be in a relationship. It's not that hard to be in just any relationship. It's hard to be in the best relationship ever that everyone would be jealous of. That is hard. There's all kinds of people out there in relationships, but they suck ass. They're not even attracted to each other. They don't even like each other that much. You just look at it, man, and it sucks. It's like you go to the zoo or something, you see a man and a woman walking together. They're a couple, but they're not even intimate. They're not even close. They don't even look like they like each other. They're a couple. They have a kid, and they're just miserable. They're walking around and they're not even paying attention to each other. Who wants that? So yeah, it's not hard to be in a relationship, I guess, out there, but to be in one that's amazing, that's difficult. And I don't settle for anything less than that. My whole life, I have never settled for anything less. I've felt that a few times within my life. And it's the only thing I go after. It's the only thing I go for. It's the only thing I'll put effort into. And I don't do anything else. There's certain people, bro, you don't feel anything towards. It's just nothing you can do about it. And the person might not even be bad looking. Like, you just don't feel nothing towards the person. There's nothing you can do, bro. There's no real chemistry there. It's just not that way. There's nothing you can do. But the whole thing here is that men are making a comeback. Men are waking up to this reality. Men are starting to realize that they can't just accept anything. It's going to take a lot of work. And it's better to be single than to be with something or somebody that's just, it's not the right answer. It's not ideal. It's just not going to work. And you know that yourself. You just know it yourself. It's not going to work. So, yeah. Men are realizing this more than ever today. A lot of it has to do with social media. It really does. There's a lot of conversation on social media. There's a lot of information on social media, on YouTube, in a lot of places, and men are seeing it, bro. Men are uniting in a way. They still might be separate to a degree, but in a way, a lot of men are seeing the right things, and it's waking them up. It's making them realize. You see it in comments everywhere, bro. You see it in posts everywhere, bro. You see it on Reels. You see it full video form. You see it everywhere. Men literally agreeing with one another. Like, what you should accept, what you shouldn't. She's a red flag. She's a 304. Like, you just see all that stuff happening. And it just goes to show men are waking up to what should be accepted and what should not be accepted. And that's important. Because as a man, you don't want to end up with a woman like Kim Mathers, bro. You don't want to end up with a female that's going to destroy your life. You don't want to end up with a female where you have kids and y'all end up splitting up and divorcing and everything else. You don't want it. You do not want this. You don't want it. You want healthy, happy, vibrant relationships where there's a lot of attraction, a lot of intimacy, a lot of good times. And the ups and downs, they're manageable. They're very manageable. Nothing's going to be completely perfect, but the disagreements, the arguments, the ups and downs, it's manageable. You can manage this. And it's not the end of the world, but with some females, bro, they be doing things off the riff. They be doing things within the first day of talking to them or text them, and it's just like, are you serious? Like, a lot of these girls are brainwashed today, bro. They really think they can do whatever, and they should be accepted, and you should just be attracted to her. Men cannot help how they're hardwired to be. Men cannot help it. We can't help it that we don't want to commit to a 304. We're hardwired to not want to do it. Because she is showing proof she's for everybody. AKA the streets. She's for everybody. She's not yours. You can't have a family with her and have success long term with her. She's for everybody. She's for the streets. How could you possibly have what you want as a man with her? You can't. Men are waking up to this. Men are realizing they have to work harder than ever to get what they want. That's what's got to happen. And a lot of men are doing all they can today, and it's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time for a lot of y'all to put in the work, to build yourself up high enough to get something decent for yourself. It's going to take that amount of work. And a lot of men are starting to do it. That's why I call this video Men Are Making a Comeback, because men are making a comeback. It was women for the last, I don't know how long, in the driver's seat. Having the leverage, having the power, being able to do this, being able to do that. It's happened so much. It's just like all men have woken up now. And it's like, okay, we ain't letting no one get over on us no more. We ain't letting this happen. We have too much self-respect. We have too much pride to let that shit happen again. It ain't gonna happen. But it seems like today women want to have an upper hand over men. Women want to have that power. Women want to have that leverage. Women want to be the more dominant person involved. They want to feel more successful. They want to feel more important. They want to feel everything over a man. And it's just, it's insane. They don't understand how to be submissive in the presence of a man. They don't get it, bro. They don't get it. They're lost with it. So it's destroying the entire relationship dynamic completely. It's destroying everything completely. So how can you move forward? How can you make things work with a female like that? There's not much you can do. If that's who she is, that's who she is. It's not what you want. It's not what you signed up for. So it's important to get to know whoever you're dealing with. It's important to get to know whoever you're dealing with. Oh, it's just a woman. I think I like her. Oh, da, 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 da. It's not a smart move. You want to know who and what you're dealing with, bro. That's what you want to know. Because if you don't know, and you're just mindlessly, oh, it's just a woman. You'll be waking up seeing birdies, bud. The birds will be chirping. You're going to wake up. It's from a bad dream. Because you dealt with a Jezebel herself. You dealt with a covert narcissist herself. You've dealt with something extremely toxic, extremely unacceptable, extremely degrading to you as a man. Extremely, bro. Extremely. This is also something else men have waken up to, and men are just not willing to accept any female effery anymore. And life is so much better when you don't do that, bruh. You either deal with something that's an ideal situation and you've seen enough. It's a lot better than a lot of things, so you might go with it. Or you stay single and you stay patient, because that's the only options. It's okay every now and then to try something out. It's okay every now and then if something kind of special pops up. Try it out, see what happens, get going a little bit, and you're going to find out more as you keep going. And that's up to yourself to make the right decisions. You just have to be careful. Always be careful. Always be cautious of who you're dealing with. You don't want to get blindsided. You don't want anyone to be able to put things in your head to make you think a certain way about them when it's not reality. You have to think in reality and what's actually happening with whatever person you're dealing with, bro. You have to be able to think that way and not fall for the lies, the manipulation, what they want you to think that they are when they're not that. What is, you have to go by that. You can't ignore that. That's what it is right now. That's what it is. It's not what they want you to believe they are. What is. That's what you're dealing with. So men are starting to understand red flags and whatnot, and there's lots of warning signs, bro. There's lots of things to watch out for, and you got to keep your head in the right place. You got to watch the right content and make sure you don't get too sucked in to a female's world and let her reign supreme, because you're being led straight to hell, my boy. Straight down. And it's gonna do you dirty. It's gonna put you in a bad place. You don't want to be in that bad place. You want to be able to be yourself. And yeah, and anyone that does try something with someone, bro, I get the best advice for you is like, never just give all your trust away. And you can gain little more amounts of trust in people you're dealing with over time. That's if they're giving you a reason to. That's if you're seeing a lot of great things. That's when it's acceptable to keep gaining some more trust within the person. You should never put your full trust in anybody besides the Lord. Nobody, bruh. You can have much higher levels of trust in some people, much higher, and some lower levels of trust where you're skeptical of a person you don't know, but okay, it's what it is. Okay, I don't really trust you, but okay. It's not that bad, but I don't fully trust you. Then there's people where there's higher levels of trust. Then there's like the highest level of trust, and you don't go any higher after that, where you're just, I trust everything. Like you should never be that. Never. With anybody. It's just, you don't have to do that to be as close to people as you want to be. You have to have that trust in the Lord. And trust in yourself. You should trust yourself. Some people don't. So I can't even trust myself. Some people say, that's crazy. And I mean, I guess the trust you do have in yourself is going to come down to your own actions. So, but y'all got to trust in the Lord and not trust so much in other people, but allow that to build up over time. And when you're seeing different things, bro, take your trust down a little bit. Like, take your trust down a notch a little bit if people are giving you those reasons to do so. You can't, the mistake a lot of men make is they put far too much trust in red flags. Because a woman acted in a certain way and made them feel a certain way, and it's like, oh my God, they just love it so much. I trust you, baby. Oh my God. You can't be that way, bro. Like you can't be that way. You can't. Women are very snaky and evil and conniving sometimes, bro. They'll try to do everything to make you trust to make you trust them. They'll do everything to sell you this dream and this fantasy to try very hard to get you on board with what they want you to do. That's what they do, bro. And as a man, you have to remain a man. You have to remain yourself. You can't let nobody get to you like that. You can't let no one brainwash you like that. You have to stay who you are in reality, strictly as who you are as a man. You don't let that other shit creep in too much to the point where you start to lose yourself. You have to remain who the fuck you are at all times. Otherwise, bye-bye. We'll see you in a year or two from now, bro. Have fun healing. Because that's what's going to happen. So, a lot of men are at that point now, and it's great. You should be. Men are supposed to have the power. But men also have to be more powerful, and I feel a lot of guys today are doing a good job of getting that done. A lot of men today are putting in a lot more work and a lot more effort. So when you do that and you become better, you can demand more yourself. Why? Because you have become more. You can demand more. Is this chick willing to change anything for me? Is this chick willing to do some work to make herself better so we can work? Or is she just going to be toxic? Is she just going to keep all her red flags? Is she going to think she can just party with her friends and, oh, I should be able to come home to my man, but I can party with my friends and act single out there and dress provocatively and do all this stuff because he can't control me. Da-da-da. Unacceptable. If you're a woman and you want a man and you want a relationship, you want a husband, you want family, you don't party one time or any girls' nights out one time without your man. You don't do it. And when I say girls' nights out, I mean clubbing, going crazy. Not a supper. You can have some supper with your female friends, sure. Not partying, not nightclubbing, those girls' nights out, all that stuff. Not one time. With me, you're out. You're gone. You don't do it. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not stupid, and I'm good. I'm looking to build a family. I'm looking to do things the right way. I'm not looking to go to bed with anxiety through the fucking roof. Thinking, what is she doing? What is she doing? I shouldn't have to go through that, and neither should you. Neither should any female. Y'all got each other. Y'all want a relationship? Y'all want a family? Y'all want marriage? Well, start acting like it and stop being such a little junkie. Thinking you just can do whatever you want and then also have commitment and also have this. You just want it all while not being shit. Y'all ain't nothing yourselves. Y'all is just wild. You think that's attractive? You think that's sexy? You think that's going to get you something good? No, it's going to get you nothing. It's going to get you left with nothing. You're going to keep getting older. You're not going to be able to get nothing going for yourself. Congratulations. You messed everything up. Any last questions? Good. Men are making a comeback. Men are waking up to this bullshit. Men deserve a lot better. And I know so many men that deserve a lot better. And y'all should not settle for less. Keep busting your ass, bro. It is worth it. It is worth it. What you can make happen, it's going to be worth it, bro. Just keep going.